Damn, son, where'd you find this?
With me, she could be the greatest. I know she'd be the greatest. If only she was open to see me. It's alright though, cause I've got time. Time isn't my essence and time isn't a line. It's alright though, she'll give me a buzz. I'll call her my baby and she'll call me a cuz. Well, I think I'm in love cause lately I'll call you when I do nothing. Oh, lately I'll call you when I do nothing. That is love. That is love, and it's hard to do. It's a job for two. Hot damn, what do I do if I don't get nothing from you? I got so much work to do. Yeah, I got so much work to do now. It's work for you, cause lately I'll call you when I do nothing. Oh, lately I'll call you when I do nothing.
We're live in the KEXP studios with Metronomy, playing tonight at the Showbox here in Seattle.
So, what is it? The light now, I believe? Yeah. Let's do it.
Help me be the one gonna be alright. Help me feel alright. Bury me alive. 'Cause I understand that I hold you back, but I'm just a man about wanting that. So I hold it down, and I'll give you up. 'Cause I understand that you're not in love. 'Cause I understand that I hold you back, but I'm just a man about wanting that. So I hold it down, and I'll give you up. 'Cause I understand that you're not in love. 'Cause I'm gonna be alright. I see the light, so I'm gonna be alright. I see the light, so I'm gonna be alright.
You're listening to Metronomy live here in the KEXP studios. They're playing at the Showbox here in Seattle tonight, and it's such a pleasure to hear the songs from the new record live. Thanks for coming in today.
Thanks for having us.
Your latest record, Metronomy Forever, is very eclectic, and it's got a colossal playlist of, I think it's 17 songs, incredible songs, and it sounded like length and eternity were kind of themes, central themes in this record. And if that's true, tell me a little bit about what you were exploring here.
Yeah. I mean, you know, I should stress it's not eternal. The length isn't eternal of the record. But yeah, I think I was trying for a while. I was trying to make like a kind of 10-track, quite concise thing, and I just realized that doesn't really reflect the way I'm enjoying and listening to music at the moment. Like I really love listening to the radio. I love listening to this like endless kind of self-generating playlists as well. And I kind of wanted to. I think I just felt like making a record that was this sort of concise thing wasn't a kind of very genuine thing right now for me, I guess.
Metronomy Forever could mean a lot of things, but with a couple of decades behind you, 6 great albums, and rewarding work outside the band, producing and co-writing with others, what do you want to do with your music, with Metronomy? You've been very clear about how much you enjoy what you do, and this is what you want to do forever.
Yeah. I mean, like, we could talk about it now. What should we do? I mean, I think, like, I guess the thing that I realized was that, like after 6 records and after kind of, I guess it's like 14 years since the first record, like now I feel like, oh, okay, like this is what I'm going to do with my life. And so now I think just like keep going, and like not to kind of an embarrassing degree. Like, let's not pretend we're getting any younger, but let's keep doing it. Why not?
Well, I know the band took a year off from touring not too long ago, and you've moved from Paris to the English countryside, and it sounds like you're setting the groundwork for some great life balance, you know, which will help, you know, with this longevity of the band. I mean, obviously that's a conscious effort or a conscious decision for all of you.
Well, yeah, I think Oscar's now a resident here.
Yes, I live in California now.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So he's, you know, he's really, from what I hear about Californians, they like to relax.
It's actually one of the busiest places.
But we do have kind of a West Coast chill vibe thing going.
Yes, and I like that.
In between all that tanning and working out down in California.
Starting up little businesses.
Skateboard meetings.
But there's children involved now, and you want to have a balanced life. It sounds like you're kind of keeping a good headspace. You feel like you have a good grasp on that?
I think so. I don't know. I mean, like, me and Bang are the only ones with children, and like we're away for a month now, which just kind of feels a bit full on to not see your family. But you know,
it's like now, you know, tours have to be approved by partners and children before we can say yes to our manager.
No more looking after number one, sadly.
Which is cool.
Joseph, you were a co-writer on Robin's very intimate and personal album, Honey, and I know you've worked with Jessie Ware, and I know that it sounded like you enjoyed that. I read a lot of interviews about that. Yet when you come to work on Metronomy music, that seems to be something you continue to do alone. So I'm curious to know, you know, what those experiences were like, what you learned and took away from that, but how that affects what you do with Metronomy songs.
I think, like, the thing is, I love collaborating with people, and I love working with people, and especially those, like with the Robin record, that was a very, like, kind of fulfilling and interesting experience. And I guess the thing with, like, at various stages with Metronomy, I've tried to, like, work with other kind of writers or producers, and it almost feels like I'm in too deep with it being this kind of idiosyncratic thing, that if the kind of the touch of someone else does start to maybe change what it is a bit too much. So I feel like it's like that's Metronomy, but yeah, I love working with people. I'm not what do you call it, psychopath.
Is that what you call it? That is not where I was thinking you were going to go with that.
No, like, I'm not. You know, I'm not like a. Oh, you know, I'm not like a loner in that respect, but I am with Metronomy.
Well, one of the things Metronomy does for sure is get people moving at shows. I know your fan base is so dedicated, and listeners always so excited when we get so many requests for Metronomy, and that you're playing here today. And you definitely like to get the crowd moving. And I know that you're going to play 2 songs from the new album coming up next that kind of have wedding-ish themes, which I found kind of very curious. I heard you wrote the song Salted Caramel Ice Cream with the intention for it to be played at weddings, and then you have Wedding Bells coming up next. What's going on in your head there?
I was just a bit preoccupied with weddings recently. I mean, I think the funny thing is, like, having spent so much time doing the band, you end up, like, missing so many, like, birthday parties, weddings, all this kind of stuff. And I think I became a bit preoccupied with how few weddings I was being invited to. Maybe that's because I have bad track record at weddings. I was at Bang's wedding. I ruined it.
Or you're a psychopath.
I would. But no, I don't know. I guess it's like, it seems like such a kind of tiny thing to be thinking about. But I guess, like, when you hit the age that I'm at with children, you're like, oh, I don't seem to be getting invited to many weddings, and that's like the most important thing.
Well, if you write these great songs to be played at weddings, maybe you'll get some invites.
Well, yes.
Speaking of which, we've got a couple more songs coming up from Metronomy, the new album, Metronomy Forever. Tonight they play at the Showbox here in Seattle, and we're so happy to have them here performing songs live on KEXP.
Yeah, this is Wedding Bells.
Yeah, I hear wedding bells, but then I feel you feel your best friend. I'm my best friend. Yeah, I hear wedding bells, but then I
Metronomy live on KEXP.
Solid caramel ice cream now. Live on KEXP, I think.
Glass of every day. She's happy like my birthday. My birthday, we took that day. She's like a dream, salted caramel ice cream. She's bubbling like the water in my kettle. She's the sting in the nettle, the drummer in the metal band. She's like a dream, salted caramel ice cream. Oh God, she's coming, don't look up. I've got to do this, I've got to do it right. I've got to do it right. She's glistening like a fresh mint quarter. She's the squash in my water. She's so parched me, I caught her now. She's like a dream, salted caramel ice cream. Oh. Oh God, she's coming, don't look up. I've got to do this, I've got to do it right. I've got to do it right. I've got to do it right.
That is Metronomy live on KEXP. I think we should all get some ice cream now. Your music makes me happy, just like ice cream does. They play tonight at the Showbox here in Seattle. Again, so great to see you. Thank you all so much.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you. You've got it tuned to KEXP Seattle.
Discover new music at listenerpoweredkexp.org.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?